Man, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm Run JLC and I talk all things running, fitness, personal development. And if you struggle with consistency as it comes to your running, your fitness, or getting out content, stay locked in. This episode is for you. As a former collegiate athlete, now turned fitness coach, active runner, and YouTuber, I have a rather intimate relationship with consistency on several different levels. So in this episode, I'm talking about how I plan on mastering this marathon, also called consistency. Now, my first point of emphasis is to make room for frequency. So this concept that I'm talking about, I actually got from Karen Norton, who's a PhD and a mindset expert. And when I get to struggling in consistency, whether that's in content creation and distribution, in my running or my fitness, it's best for me to start prioritizing frequency over consistency. Now, the frequency over consistency mindset is a strategy that I normally use when it comes to content. Let's deep dive in that real quick. Let's talk about consistency. So consistency would be, all right, I plan on posting 3 videos per week for the next 4 weeks, right? 3 videos per week for the next 4 weeks. First week, I'm good. I get all 3 in. Second week, I miss one of those videos. Now I'm thinking, damn, I failed. I missed the mark on getting my 3 in per week for 4 weeks. Frequency, on the other hand, would say, you know what? For the next 12 weeks, I plan on getting 12 videos in. So what happens is every time I post a video, every time I post content, I'm 1 video closer to my goal. When I'm thinking in terms of consistency, the minute I miss the mark, I fail. But every video that I get in, I'm closer to the mark when I'm thinking frequency. So it's a subtle change in mindset, but it makes all the difference for somebody that struggles with consistency, just like me. And my second point of emphasis is to change my frequency. Now, I already know what y'all thinking, but give me a second to explain real quick. Now, this type of frequency that I'm talking about is more about my vibration. It's more about my motivation, my emotions. It's more about my internal state. So that change in frequency is really a change in motivation. Now, when I have a race on my schedule, you best believe you got about 12 to 16 weeks worth of content from me on YouTube. And when it comes to training for that medal, I'm as consistent as it can be, hitting every run that I have on my schedule. Now, unfortunately, when that race is over, my content dwindles, and so does my consistency in my running. So, what does it look like to have a motivation change in my running? That's going to be running for longevity and not just running for medals. I just turned 40 years old. I feel great, and I think I owe a lot of that to running. And if I want to continue to feel great when I'm 50, when I'm 60, 70, 80, I think running's going to have a lot to do with it. And I want to be able to run and run just as good as I am in my 40s now when I hit 50, when I hit 60, when I hit 70. That takes consistency. I can't just run for races. Now I have to run for longevity, increase my health span, increase my lifespan, and just increase the enjoyment that I have being able to do something that I love, which is running. On the YouTube side, know that I have this platform not just for showing off my workouts for the next race, right? I have this platform to be able to encourage folks, to inspire folks. I'm a fitness coach. I have my own business. It's what I do. I love to provide value for folks. Having this YouTube platform allows me to put out content, to give information, to teach folks, to coach folks, to be of service, to do something that helps improve people's lives and gives me the reach to do that further than what I can do if I'm just seeing people in person in the gym. So that's my motivation now. Now, my third point of emphasis is practical application. Now, my first 2 points of emphasis was all about my mindset. The next thing I want to talk about are all the practical strategies that I can use that'll help me increase my consistency. Now, since mid-2023 up until now, I pretty much adopted this motto: keep it simple and keep it moving. So these strategies that I'm talking about right now are simple enough for me to apply them into my daily routine and help me keep a consistent flow of work going that'll help me get to my goal of the content that I want to post and the runs that I want to get in. So the first strategy that I'm going to implement is brainstorming. Now, on the content side, what that looks like is a brain dump. Meaning I'm going to give myself a few hours on a particular day, get my trusty notepad, and for those hours, I'm going to write down every video idea that I can think of. That'll give me plenty of time to choose one, get some notes, create an outline. And when it comes to actually shooting that video, all that energy that I have can be focused on delivering the best quality video and not trying to figure out what I'm actually going to shoot. Now, on the running side, that looks like just figuring out when the hell am I going to get my runs in. Checking out my schedule. I get my son on and off the bus. I get my oldest son from track practice sometimes. And when I don't have in-person clients, I have my girls at home with me. So that's looking at my calendar, seeing when I can get those runs in, putting it in the calendar, circling that, and then making sure I get those runs in. So the second strategy that I'm going to implement is starting small. What that looks like on the content side is delivering one video per week. I'm going to do that for as long as it takes me to build a system to where delivering that one video per week is just automatic. It's basically a habit. And then when that's the case, I'll bump that up to 2 times per week. But for right now, I'm keeping it small. One video per week is what I know I'm going to deliver. On the running side, I'm already ahead of the curve a little bit. I'm actually to the point where I'm looking at how many miles I want to get. But when I started small, it was more about how many days I can run rather than mileage. Meaning, rather than say I'm going to run 20 to 25 miles this week, I would say, hey, I can run 2 days per week. And then I just started from there. That 2 became 3, 3 became 4. Now I'm at 5 days per week. And now I'm at the point where I can actually look at mileage. But before I did mileage, my starting small was looking at how many days that I can run. So the third simple strategy that I'm going to implement is basically tracking what I'm doing. When you assess what you do, you have a much better chance to progress in what you do. On the content side, that's familiarizing myself with YouTube analytics and really getting to know which analytics help my channel grow. That way I can provide value for much more people. On the running side, that's utilizing my running journal. I like to write down in my journal after every run, look back over that at the end of the week, and see if there's little trends that I may notice, which may be leading me towards overtraining, or if I'm just doing good and I might be in a position where I can, bump up the intensity on some of my runs a little bit. But remember, if you're not assessing, then you guessing, and you're probably not progressing. All right, to wrap this all up, now the 3 strategies that I'm going to use to master this marathon called consistency is 1, making room for frequency, 2, changing my frequency, and 3, making sure that I implement very simple but practical strategies. Now, if any of those resonated with you, hey, you got my blessing to utilize them. And if you have some strategies for yourself that's helped you to master consistency, please put them down in comment for your boy. I need all the help that I can get. But you still here, and I appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. If you know you got some buddies, they lacking on their consistency as well too, go ahead, share this video out to them. I appreciate y'all. This is Run JLC, Renewed Mind and Fitness. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.